Picture a world with quiet roads, fresh air, and cars that run on electricity. This is the story of electric cars and how they have risen to change our lives. Electric cars have been around for a long time, starting in the early 1800s. In 1832, a man named Robert Anderson created one of the first electric carriages. However, these early electric vehicles weren't practical for everyday use. By the late 1800s, electric cars started to become popular, especially in cities. They were quieter and easier to drive than steam or gasoline cars. Companies like Baker Motor Vehicle Company made early electric models that could carry passengers. People enjoyed these cars because they didn't make much noise and didn't pollute the air as much as the other vehicles at the time. As the 1900s began, gasoline-powered cars started to take over the market. Henry Ford made a big impact with the Model T in 1908. This car was affordable and easy to make, which allowed many people to own cars. Gasoline cars were also faster and could travel longer distances than electric cars, making them more attractive to buyers. By the 1930s, electric cars had mostly disappeared because gasoline cars were now the preferred choice for most drivers. After World War II, interest in electric cars came back because of rising oil prices and concerns about pollution. In the 1970s, the oil crisis made people think about finding other energy sources for cars. This led to a renewed interest in electric vehicles, as people wanted options that didn't rely solely on gasoline. The 1990s were a turning point for electric cars. In California, a new rule was introduced that required car makers to create zero-emission vehicles. This pushed companies to develop electric cars. One of the first electric cars available to the public was the General Motors EV1, launched in 1996. Although many people liked it, the program faced challenges, and GM decided to stop making it a few years later. This left many fans disappointed. In the early 2000s, new battery technology started to improve. Lithium-ion batteries became popular because they were lighter and stored more energy, making electric cars more practical. In 2008, Tesla Motors released the Roadster, which was a fast and stylish electric sports car. This showed the world that electric cars could be exciting and desirable, changing how people viewed them. The 2010s marked a big growth period for electric vehicles. Many major car companies began investing in electric technology and introduced new models. Cars like the Nissan Leaf and Tesla Model S became popular. At the same time, governments around the world started offering incentives, like tax credits, to encourage people to buy electric cars. This led to a significant increase in sales and the development of more charging stations, making it easier for people to own electric vehicles.